Cynopsis in your ear.
Good morning, I'm Trish Pahanik for Cynopsis. It's Monday, April 10th, 2006, and this is your first early morning briefing. Here is today's top story. Well, with your host Al Michaels, John Madden, and in the studio with Bob Costas, Cris Collinsworth, and Jerome Bettis, NBC has announced its upcoming primetime NBC NFL schedule. Flexible scheduling weeks for primetime games are weeks number 10 through 15 and week number 17. A flexible schedule week means the matchups will ensure quality matchups on Sunday nights. The games are moved only from that Sunday afternoon into primetime, and the teams will be notified 12 days in advance if their matchup is being moved from 1 p.m. to primetime. Well, maybe I haven't said this before, but if you had a promo or a commercial in this daily podcast, it would go right about here. Coming up under more good stuff, Comcast and Sony pair up for a new horror channel. Court TV does 24/7 deal with Smart Video. New programming for Gospel Music Channel, Sundance, and History Channel. Lots to cover, so let's get moving. And while I'm telling you about all this stuff today, take a look at these beautiful shots provided to us from National Geographic's Digital Motion Library. Come Halloween, there will be more scary stuff on TV with the launch of a new horror channel, a co-venture of Comcast Corporation and Sony Pictures Entertainment. Now offered to Comcast Digital customers as video-on-demand service, the channel will include a wide variety of thriller TV series and films from the Sony library, adding up to approximately 40 hours of films and a multitude of TV series. The channel will be advertiser-supported and will target in particular the 18 to 34 crowd. Court TV has stepped into the mobile video delivery market with a deal with Smart Video for full 24/7 distribution. Smart Video will provide its mobile cell phone subscribers a Court TV news channel that will provide programming exclusively from the network's daytime lineup. Prior to this extended agreement, Smart Video had provided clips and updates from Court TV as well as video-on-demand service of the network's primetime programming. The Gospel Music Channel has scheduled several specials and new series episodes throughout April. One new original series premieres to note is Front Row Live, where viewers get a front row seat to gospel concerts starting with Fred Hammond April 12th, followed by Hezekiah Walker on April 19th, Kirk Franklin on April 26th, and Jay Moss and Friends on May 3rd. And 4 new series coming to the History Channel in the weeks ahead, beginning with Mega Movers on April 18th, which follows the complete relocation of various historic buildings. In May, Mega Disasters will kick off, which takes up an up-close and personal look at major historical disasters. And in June, a new 13-episode series called The Revolution, which examines life for those involved in the American Revolution. And finally, American Eats, also premiering in June with host George Foreman, is a look at the historical path of a variety of popular American foods. Beginning May 1st, Turner Classic Movies, or known as TCM, will provide a TCM West Coast feed. This 3-hour shifted feed will enable West Coast viewers to see the primetime programs as they are seen around the country. TCM is currently seen in more than 70 million homes. Sundance Channel will debut a new series on May 31st, Sonic Screen, which explores a variety of musical styles from around the world with narrative features and documentaries about the music and the people who make it. Also on June 22nd, House of Boateng will premiere the first of 8 parts about the European fashion designer Oswald Boateng as he tries to replicate his success in America. Access Hollywood, which is distributed by NBC Universal Domestic Television Distribution, is being moved to upgraded time periods in numerous top 50 markets for the 2006-2007 season. Now, the show is in its 11th season, has been renewed in more than 95% of the United States. TV One has added approximately 4 million new subscribers during the first quarter of 2006, according to Nielsen estimates, taking the total subscribers to 28.4 million. TV One is now available in 44 of the top 50 and 53 of the top 60 African American markets. Lime Network and EchoStar Communication Corporation have a new agreement allowing the healthy living style brand Carriage on EchoStar's Dish Network satellite TV service. Lime's content will also be available for download through select Pocket Dish models. Check your inbox for today's email edition of Cynopsis, which includes the upfront 2006 information from all of the Discovery Communication networks. Moving along, new production, casting, and development, Kiefer Sutherland has signed on for 3 more seasons of 24 with 20th Century Fox Television, which also gives Sutherland an executive producer credit. Now that's an interesting development since officially the show has only been ordered for 1 more season. The rich deal also calls for a 2-year development deal for Sutherland's new production company. 24 is currently in its 5th season on Fox. CBS comedy pilot The Big Bang Theory has added Johnny Galecki, who will star opposite Jim Parsons. Now the two will play brilliant physicists who are not as brilliant in the ways of life in general. I'm sure we'd all know a few of those in our lifetime. Here are the rating summary for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday according to Live Plus Same Day ratings from Nielsen Media Research. CBS made a clean sweep Thursday night with a 5.816 adult 18 to 49. CBS dominance began at 8 o'clock with Survivor Panama Exile Island coming in at a 5.617, then continued at 9 o'clock when CSI secured a 7.319 for CBS. A repeat of Without a Trace kept the most viewers at CBS with a 4.613, and a repeat episode of ER gave NBC the second spot with a 3.710. On Friday night, CBS was in front with an overall 3.210, adult 18 to 49. At 8 o'clock, CBS led with a 3.211 for an original episode of Ghost Whisperer, outpacing ABC by 2 share points. With that said, ABC took the reins at 9 o'clock with a second-hour repeat of America's Funniest Videos, averaging a 2.89, while CBS and NBC tied, each posting an 8 share. And at 10 o'clock, CBS was back on top with a 3.711 for Numbers, and ABC followed with a 2.78 for 2020. Fox took control on Saturday night and won with a 2.38, adult 18 to 49. Fox took the 8 o'clock hour with back-to-back episodes of Cops, and the first a repeat, the second one new, with an average of a 2.28. Fox's lead was maintained at 9 o'clock with the 2 new America's Most Wanted programs and a 2.58 average. Then at 10 o'clock, CBS held sway, coming in with a 2.48 for 48 Hours Mystery. Now that's a lot of ratings for a Monday morning, I know, but don't forget, if you've missed something, I've gone too fast, you can always find them in your email version of today's synopsis, which is already sitting in your inbox. And today's trivia question, these 3 backup singers were known as the Aha Girls. Who are they backing up and for what? Well, that's it for today. Be sure to check your email for the full printed version of today's synopsis with new executive moves, more on rating, loads of new classified ads, a few other stories that didn't make it into this podcast, and of course tonight's primetime broadcast lineup. For Cynthia Turner, who wrote and compiled Synopsis, I'm Trish Pahanik with the podcast version of Synopsis in your ear.